by Parfait Nensoma. Kudus, that's a lovely ball towards Kudus, looking for that top right hand corner. So Kudus looking for something adventurous. Back post! It's as easy as you like. He threatened a few minutes ago. This time he bangs it into the net. Salisu Mohammed scores his 4th international goal in his 20th appearance for Ghana. Finally, they've broken the deadlock.
Finally, they did, with all the corners that they've had in the same side. And I think they were struggling a bit in the first few of them because of the sun. Whenever the ball was played in, I think the sun got into their eyes. But with a good delivery from Kudus, with all the big boys inside the box able to free themselves, which is Salus here at the back post, they did have an opportunity to look at the group there. Yeah, once you free yourself, it becomes very, very difficult for any team to defend you because they're defending as a group. Once you...
Isahaku through Sibo. Danafisha defending Central African Republic, and now it's Kudus once again. Kudus just escaping from his markers. It's another good clearance, you know, by Bassi, and he's done rather nicely, I think. Instead of the in-swing, it's going to be Jordan Ayew looking for options. 33 years old now. Comes from a family of phenomenal footballers. Jordan Ayew looking for space again. Sibo cleared off the line. Another opportunity for Sibo, and it just gets cleared by the Central African Republic defence and over the crossbar. Wow. Any other touch, and that was a second goal for Ghana.
I mean, they are overpowering him. Look at Sibo there being able to free himself. It falls in again. You know, great save as well from the goalkeeper. But look at the reaction as well from Sibo again.
But it looks like Ghana is mostly relying on a back three at the moment. Kudus, good ball in the middle, not quite the contact that Thomas Partey was looking for. And he does have 14 international goals, Partey.
Yeah, I mean, he gets into those areas. And
still no score coming in from the Chad Marley game as yet. But as you said, that's more of a middle of the table, or bottom half of the table clash. Now trying to spot the keeper off his line, which he was by quite some margin. I suppose when you're leading by a goal to nil and you're the log leaders as well, you can have that sort of opportunity. Isahaku. So much football to come over the course of the weekend, so much to be decided. As we said, just 2 teams have already qualified. There's a bit of a space for the goal, and just dropping very nicely. Maybe just lost a bit of patience right at the end, but that was a clear opportunity for Jiku.
I mean, that should be the goal. And yet again, Central Africa struggling again with the set piece. Ball being played nicely back there. You want to hit the target there. Jiku could have...
So there is an element of truth about you only play as well as what your opponent allows you to play in certain circumstances. Jordan Ayew. It's good defending from the Central African Republic, although just slipped over momentarily to the near post, and Semenyo had moved maybe to his right-hand side where he might have moved a fraction to his left.
I think he moved too early there, because I think the ball here, and that's the instance where Jordan Ayew faked that. Semenyo really has passed him.
So where does this ball land up? It lands at Sibo, and it dipped a little bit too early on him.
Yeah, I think whenever it dipped, I think when the ball was in flight, I think he decided that he's going to use his head instead of maybe changing his body positioning to try and use his feet, because it...
Away by Mensah. He's so clinical with a touch on the ball, and I think that Semenyo was in an offside position, but Partey certainly not in an offside position. And even the desperation from goalkeeper Dominic, too little.
Created space for himself. He spoke about the little resistance that Central Africa has in terms of defending, and with Jordan Ayew being able to turn to drive with the ball, and then it opens up space. And very, very composed. Look at the ball drive in. I'm sure he was waiting for that 1-2, but look at the control. He gets inside the box, he composes himself, he uses his laces, and be able to score. That's a central midfielder that's playing double pivot with Sibu, but because of there's no resistance.
Babula. And Babula's away here. Still Babula. Nice tracking back by Mensah. Jime didn't quite have the ball going into his route, but there is a shot available for Yawanenji.
By example.
Pull to the back post and off the underside of the crossbar. Jiku suddenly finds the back of the net after having missed a few times today. But Jiku on the scoreboard, just as he was against Mali a month ago. 3-0 is pretty emphatic.
I think he missed the easiest chances in today's game. He scores this one, a difficult one, but he spoke about the scoreline, the importance of dominating that scoreline even the game doesn't go well. Again, via set piece, unable to defend as well. The goalkeeper could have done it a bit better there. Look at the marking as well. Once you free yourself in a tight situation like that, you're always bound to be dangerous. And he gets it right. That is Jiku, and continues again with the set piece dominance that is gone.
Scorer of the most recent of the 3 goals, Alexander Jiku. Easily tap away by Miyambe in front of Jordan Ayew, and wouldn't surprise me at all if the Ghanaian players didn't want to contest too much as far as the delivery is concerned. Ayew! First touch, first goal of the match, 7 in the group, Ghana 4-0.
Also conceding via an open play, unable to defend the good volley there, being played, being struck there by Jordan Ayew. But I think also like within the ball inside the box as well, Miyambe could have defended the ball, could have cleared the ball with a header, but he let it bounce and then it falls nicely there for this man on the picture here, Jordan Ayew. Difficult when it is a game of that magnitude, it is a game of importance, and you know it's been the top of the town.
Oh, it's a lovely little slipping defense by Owusu. The Auxerre man trying to force his way through towards Jordan Ayew. Now there's a bit of space, maybe to return the ball to Jordan Ayew, but he doesn't have to, because finally, Sulemana, in his 23rd appearance for his country, scores an international goal. I'm happy for him.
Is that a commentator's curse?
I think his teammates are delighted for him. One international goal, fantastic.
Yeah, I guess and it's one of those chances as well that we know how difficult it may be. We watched an earlier game where a player missed a chance like that. Those have become very, very difficult. You need to look at the ball, you need to be very precise, you need to make sure that you actually have a contact with the ball. But nice ball being played inside the box, rather he finds himself free. He still has a job to do, and that's exactly what he did. Substituted players actually, coming in and be able to combine.
Lovely ball played in by Joseph Paintsill.